Merry Christmas and welcome to Business with Smith Co. Please enjoy this thing. Anyway, so getting into the business side of things. In the modern age, of course, Christmas is all about business. Realistically, I mean, not all about business, but there's a good deal of business involved within Christmas. There's sales, there's all these things, presents that you buy, and all things. And while you could go the more personalized style, and maybe make something for someone for Christmas, especially if you're like a metal worker or woodworker, that's that can be very good. Or something like that means that you're not necessarily getting into the capitalism, that's a bad way to phrase it. No, what I mean by that is you're not getting into the kind of the consumerism of it. So you're not getting into the kind of like where major companies, you're buying their products and then it's like and it means sometimes it's more. It really depends on the person you're giving it to. So some people would like something handmade by you, other people would like, could you have splashed out a little bit? It depends really on the person. And the point is that in this era, you do have a lot of, different things where business comes into it. And one of them is, basically one of them is kind of, it's about that sort of thing where you have kind of just the way people price things. So oftentimes you'll have sales and things like that. But what about when you don't have a sale necessarily? What happens when you have like something more along the lines of, you have a situation in which, okay, so you got your sales beforehand or whatever it may be, but now you have something a little bit different. Now you have, oftentimes you might result in things such as, a particular pricing strategy being used during Christmas. And that's the type of thing that, not just during Christmas, but it's a strategy that's used for products that are given for Christmas. And one of those products would be, of course, concert tickets, live performance tickets, that type of thing. And a strategy that's used there is whereby the actual cost, might be minimal. And obviously, I'm not saying that not necessarily that means that the the person who's standing up there having the performance is being paid dirt cheap. Sometimes they are, but when you have a very big famous person, generally they're not. They're being paid millions. But you know what I mean. The fact of the matter is, at the end of it, the price becomes the most you can get. Because when you've got a product which is essentially, there's only a limited amount of availability. Like, you can't make more. You just can't. It's just impossible. If you've got a concert and there's a certain amount of seats in the stadium or the theater or whatever the case may be, there's that's it. Once you have the max amount of seats, that's it. And if you've got 100,000 people who want to go to this particular concert, if you do a world tour, 100,000 people want to go to this concert, and you only have 80,000 seats, you go, okay, well, let's say 100 quid. And people go, it's a bit expensive, but okay, here's my money. And now you see, suddenly now you're getting a good deal of money, because if you've got 90,000 people or 80,000 people, whatever the case may be, and they're each paying €100, that's a good bit of money. It's a good bit. You're looking at a couple of million there. And that's the sort of thing you see oftentimes. And this is not just around Christmas, this is all the time, but specifically around Christmas time when people are getting gifts, that they think, oh, this is good. But just be aware, you are most likely being slightly ripped off. Doesn't mean that, the person won't enjoy it. Doesn't mean that it won't be good. But it just means that, actual work-wise, the attitude is generally take as much as you can. Just shove it up as much as you can. And that's not, in a way, it is a pricing strategy, but you could argue it's not really a pricing strategy in a way, because it's kind of just sort of blunt force. Just, no, we're gonna go for the most amount of money we can get. Is that just by forcing the prices up to just astronomical value until, you know, maybe a good few people are gonna drop out. But that's the thing. There are tickets selling for multiple things around the place that are going to make artists like millions per per venue. And then when you look at the whole scale, that's quite a bit of money. So yeah, another strategy to use, especially around Christmas time and other seasonal areas, is seasonal pricing. This is when products enjoy massive peaks, and of course, you know, then prices tend to increase. So you'll see this before Christmas: Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, all that sort of stuff. Sales happen. When you're looking at seasonal goods, oftentimes people that, like, you know, shops will just sort of drop the prices and have a sale just to sort of get you buying when there isn't a, you know, big spike, say, which actually sometimes, you know, just creates a spike, and then it kind of becomes relatively, you know, like, you know, you could, I mean, obviously it does its purpose. Like, you know, it increases sales at this time, but what it can do sometimes is actually just draw sales away. Like, you'll see this, people will buy things in January sales, and then they'll gift them in the next Christmas, or they'll gift them for people's birthdays, whatever the case can be. Or if they're buying for themselves, they just keep it instead of buying it around these kind of peak times when prices are higher. And obviously, this is obviously a big focus on Christmas because, you know, it's Christmas time or close to it. But it also affects other seasonal areas, such as eggs, chocolate eggs. You don't tend to see many chocolate eggs around the place, you know, when it's not Easter. That's generally because they wouldn't sell, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's more along the lines that they're too expensive. It's like for the chocolate you're getting, they're kind of a bit overpriced. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I can tell, it's like, you know, that's pretty overpriced for the actual chocolate. Because then customers would just be like, well, actually, I can just buy your bar version and just, you'd pay less for the same amount of chocolate. And also, it's not Easter, so, you know. Anyway, so basically, there you have it. So that's the kind of thing you have with seasonal pricing. So this is a bit of an unusual one. We generally only do these videos like once every once every 2 weeks or something like that. If, you know, that might change in the future. Hopefully the channel will increase in popularity and we'll be able to go a video like this one every single, that makes it sound like if you are subscribed, you're probably just going to go unsubscribe, you know. I don't mean like, a video like this every week. I mean like an actual proper video that isn't kind of annoying like this one. The problem I think with this one is that it's meant to be 10 minutes long, but, you know, it's made specifically for Christmas, and then it sort of gets rambled off. Sorry about that. You know, some people, when they ramble off, they actually educate you, and it's helpful because it's like, well, I'm kind of on the high from the previous information that I wanted to learn, and you're giving me more information now, and then when I'm about to leave off the video, you're going to give me some more information that I also want to know, and then it kind of goes like that. So it's like, it's a bit like waffling, but it's like good in a way. Probably though in an examination they're just like, no, that's waffling, off you go. Anyway, hopefully you enjoy your Christmas, you know, and stay safe. And if you want to look at other stuff, you can. It's all available on the Smithco YouTube channel. And you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel if not. That's helpful. That's the best Christmas gift you can give to me. But, you know, others, you know, I don't think that would be a very good gift to give to them, to say, oh, I subscribed to a YouTube channel for you. I mean, that's just, although, you know, I mean, some people, I know. Anyway, goodbye, and hopefully we'll see you next time.